Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video session. My name is Thomas and I'm one of the IELTS teachers here at LangGo Learning System. Our online video sessions are designed to help you improve a certain aspect of one of the 4 key competencies for your IELTS exam. In today's case, reading. In today's video session, I will look at a couple of the reading sections and explain each question for you, which will hopefully help you guys improve your reading skills, but also give you some useful strategies that you can use in the exam. Have you finished the first 2 sections of Test 2 yet? And today we will do the final passage with a pretty interesting topic. A neuroscientist reveals how to think differently. To follow my explanation more easily, please open the link to the passage in the description box below this video. For questions 27 to 31, you have to choose the correct letter, A, B, C or D. Number 27. Neuroeconomics is a field of study which seeks to... Our keywords here are neuroeconomics and seeks to. In the first paragraph, the writer argues that these discoveries have led to the field known as neuroeconomics, which studies the brain's secrets to success in an economic environment that demands innovation and being able to do things differently from competitors. In other words, neuroeconomics is a field of study which seeks to understand how the brain is linked to achievement in competitive fields. The word achievement refers to success, so the answer I would choose would be C. Number 28. According to the writer, iconoclasts are distinctive because... Our keywords here are iconoclasts and distinctive. Have a look at paragraph 2, where the author argues that this definition implies that iconoclasts are different from other people, but more precisely, it is their brains that are different in 3 distinct ways: perception, fear response, and social intelligence. Here, iconoclasts are distinctive because their brains are different. In other words, their brains function differently. Here, there's a synonym, distinctive and different, and that would tell me that our answer was B. Number 29. According to the writer, the brain works efficiently because... Our keywords here are brain and efficiently. In paragraph 3, the writer indicates that, for example, when confronted with information streaming from the eyes, the brain will interpret this information in the quickest way possible. Thus, it will draw on both past experience and any other source of information. So the brain works efficiently because it relies on previous events. Synonyms here are efficiently, the quickest way, relies on, which is draw on, and previous events, past experience. My knowledge of these synonyms would tell me that the answer was D. Number 30. The writer says that perception is... The keyword here is perception. At the end of paragraph 3, the author writes that more than the physical reality of photons and sound waves, perception is a product of the brain. And this would let me know that the answer is C. Number 31. According to the writer, an iconoclastic thinker... The keywords here, iconoclastic and thinker. In paragraph 4, the author states that iconoclasts, either because they were born that way or through learning, have found ways to work around the perpetual shortcuts that plague most people. This means that an iconoclastic thinker can avoid cognitive traps. Here, cognitive and perceptual are the same, so our answer would be B. For questions 32 to 37, we have to answer, do the following statements agree with the claims of the writer in reading passage 3? Question 32. Exposure to different events forces the brain to think differently. Our keywords here are different events and think differently. In paragraph 5, the writer writes that the best way to see things differently to other people is to bombard the brain with things it has never encountered before. Novelty releases the perceptual processes from the chains of past experience and forces the brain to make new judgments. In this statement, we have some synonyms. Different events, things the brain has never encountered before, and novelty. And to think differently is to make new judgments. Knowing this, the answer must be yes. Number 33. Iconoclasts are unusually receptive to new experiences. Our keywords here are receptive and new experiences. In paragraph 5, the author states that successful iconoclasts have an extraordinary willingness to be exposed to what is fresh and different. Observation of iconoclasts shows that they embrace novelty, while most people avoid things that are different. Some expressions are paraphrased here with the aim of testing your understanding, such as are unusually receptive to, have an extraordinary willingness to be exposed to, new experiences, and fresh and different. Knowing this, the answer is yes. Number 34, most people are too shy to try different things. Too shy and different things are our keywords. During this passage, the author does not refer to whether most people are too shy to try different things. They only say that most people avoid things that are different. The reasoning for this is not mentioned, so the answer is not given. Number 35, if you think in an iconoclastic way, you can easily overcome fear. Well, our keywords here are think, iconoclastic, and overcome fear. In paragraph 6, the writer argues that fear is the major impediment to thinking like an iconoclast and stops the average person in his tracks. Well, this means that fear prevents people from thinking in an iconoclastic way. So the statement's meaning is the opposite to that in the text. The answer must be no. In number 36, we have, when concern about embarrassment matters less, other fears become irrelevant. The keywords here are embarrassment, less, fears, and irrelevant. In paragraph 6, fear of public ridicule is mentioned. If we interpret that as embarrassment, we're still not told if other fears then become irrelevant. So the statement is not mentioned, the answer is not given. Number 37, fear of public speaking is a psychological illness. Well, the keywords here are fear, public speaking, and a psychological illness. In paragraph 6, the author mentions that, but fear of public speaking, which everyone must do from time to time, affects 1/3 of the population. This makes it too common to be considered a mental disorder. It's simply a common variant of human nature, one which iconoclasts do not let inhibit their reactions. Therefore, fear of public speaking is not a psychological illness, it's a common variant of human nature. The collocation a psychological illness is synonymous with a mental disorder, so the answer here is no. For questions 38 to 40, you need to complete each sentence with the correct ending. Number 38. Thinking like a successful iconoclast is demanding because keywords here are successful iconoclasts and demanding. In paragraph 7, the author indicates that to be successful iconoclasts, individuals must sell their ideas to other people, and this is where social intelligence comes in. Perception is important in social cognition too. Understanding how perception becomes intertwined with social decision-making shows why successful iconoclasts are so rare. So this means that thinking like a successful iconoclast is demanding because it requires both perceptual and social intelligence skills. Knowing this, we know that the answer must be A. Number 39. The concept of the social brain is useful to iconoclasts because keywords here, concept, useful, and social brain. In paragraph 7, the author states that in the last decade there has been an explosion of knowledge about the social brain and how the brain works when groups coordinate decision-making. Neuroscience has revealed what brain circuits are responsible for functions like understanding what other people think, empathy, fairness, and social identity. These brain regions play key roles in whether people can convince others of their ideas. So this indicates that the concept of the social brain is useful to iconoclasts because it focuses on how groups decide on an action. Some of the synonyms here, groups and circuits. Groups decide on an action and groups coordinating decision-making. Knowing this, the answer must be B. Question number 40. Iconoclasts are generally an asset because of their way of thinking. Keywords are an asset and way of thinking. Look at the last paragraph. The writer mentions that iconoclasts create new opportunities in every area, from artistic expression to technology to business. They supply creativity and innovation which is not easily accomplished by committees. Iconoclasts face alienation and failure, but can also be an asset to any organisation. So this suggests that iconoclasts are generally an asset because their way of thinking works in many fields, artistic and scientific. The answer here would be C. And that's all for the third passage of this reading section. Remember to note down and practice any new words that you encountered in this passage in order for them to stick in your head and to widen your vocabulary. I really hope that you found this session helpful in preparing you for your IELTS test. If you'd like to sign up for IELTS courses here at LangGo, please click on the link below. Our courses are designed to help you by providing personalised learning pathways and giving you individual outcomes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and please hit that bell button to get notifications of our latest video uploads. I've been Thomas at LangGo Learning Systems, and hopefully I'll see you for the next video. Bye.